everyone, welcome to The Reluctant Chef. How many times do you guys crave something and then eat everything else in the house because you don't have it? Well, that is what is happening to me, so I decided I'm just going to bake chocolate chip cookies because that's what I really want. And today we are going to be using the Taste of Home cookbook, which is one of my favorites. So we're going to use our electric stand, deluxe stand mixer, and we are going to cream the butter, the shortening, the sugar, the eggs, and the vanilla. So the butter, I took 2 sticks of butter. I put it in my microwave for about maybe 45 seconds on power level 4 to make it soften but not melting. So that's what we got going here. So this is a double batch. So this is the way this recipe is. It makes 11 dozen. So what I typically do is I'll cook up some with the fresh cookie dough, and then I'll roll the rest of the cookie dough into a large log, like what you buy in the grocery store, you know, the logs of cookie dough, and then I will double wrap those and freeze them, and then I can pull it out and cook fresh cookie dough whenever I want. So it's 2 sticks of butter and a cup of shortening. I like the shortening sticks here, just makes it easier for measuring. Okay, we got that going. I'm just going to stick it all in here for now. We're going to start that on a custom mix. Whoops, wait a minute. All right, let me move this out of the way so you guys can see what I'm doing. So we have custom whip, cream, mix, beat, and knead if you're kneading bread. So I'm just going to put it on custom and just get it started. I have the regular mixing blade. There is a whipping blade and a bread hook that comes with it. I also have the attachment for doing pasta on it, which I've done once as well. So now that I got it started, I'm going to speed it up a little. I'm going to whip it. Down to 1. We're going to put 4 eggs in here. I'm using the 1 cup prep bowl for that. We're going to use 2 teaspoons of the double bourbon Madagascar vanilla, which is phenomenal. It is gourmet quality. So if you're doing any baking, you definitely want this. It tastes amazing. Okay, so now you need to do our flour separate. So let me get a big bowl for that. So we got our glass batter bowls, 8 cup and 4 cup. So we're going to use our 8 cup glass batter bowl, and we're going to use 4.5 cups of all-purpose flour. So fluff your flour before you use it. Our regular measuring cups, and one of the things I like about this is it has a 2/3 and a 3/4. Not all of them do, so I find that really is, the 2/3 is something that I use a lot. Okay, so flour is done. By the way, the flour containers and the sugar containers are from King Arthur in Vermont. How much sugar? 1 cup of regular sugar, 2 cups of brown sugar. Ooh, I don't know if I have enough brown sugar up here. I have to take a trip to the basement. That's 1. See what we got. Oh, I might have enough. Okay. substitute. Happens all the time. Oh, look at that. We're going to make it. Ta-da. I'll put the last little bits in so I can wash it. Okay. We have our sugar, our flour. Now we need baking soda and salt. For the baking soda, it is 2 teaspoons. Now, one of the things that you want to know to do is you drag it on the side of your bowl so that you get a nice flat amount. Hi, Lorianne. You can drag it on the cover as well, whichever works better for you. So 2 teaspoons of the baking soda and 2 teaspoons of salt. Two. All right. I think I have everything here. So now we are going to, where's my little spatula? Here we go. We are going to mix this up because it's important that your leavening ingredient, which is our baking soda, gets mixed in well with the flour so that when we add it to the wet mixture, it distributes throughout the whole thing. I am probably going to cook this because it's nice out today. I'm probably going to cook this in my air fryer, which means I should probably get that started. So you're just going to push the air fryer, the large button in, and then you decide if you're going to use the top or the bottom, and I'll probably use both. So we'll start with the bottom, and we are cooking at 350, so we're going to turn it to custom, which is at 350. And how many minutes? 10 to 12. So we'll do 350 and then 12 minutes, and that's going to preheat. So that can preheat. In the top oven is where I store, I have a stone in there, and I also have some metal sheet pans, so I will dig those out. And the reason I'm doing it in the air fryer is so that I don't heat up my kitchen, because it's actually nice here in New Hampshire. I think it's over 50 degrees for the first time, which is great because we just had snow on Monday, Tuesday, so crazy weather. One year we had like a blizzard on April Fool's Day. It was really funny. Okay, we got everything here. So we also have chocolate chips, and I like to add the chocolate chips at this point. And if you're doing any nuts in your chocolate chips, you can do it as well. I'm using the semi-sweet chocolate chips, and I'm just adding that. I'm not doing any nuts in this recipe. All right. And then I might have to get the shield out. Our mixer has a shield to help it so that flour does not go flying all around my kitchen, which is always good because I am not known for being a clean cook. My husband jokes that I make more of a mess when I'm cooking. Here we go. So this is the little shield that goes on here. So we're going to put it on, and then get it on here. There we go. And we're going to turn this to mix. I'm going to turn the mix on, and then I'm going to start scooping the flour mixture right in the little, I don't know what you call that, opening, scoop, shoot, something. And we're going to go ahead and get that all in, a little at a time. When you start mixing, it starts slow and then it'll speed up, and that way it helps incorporate your ingredients first without a lot of flour going flying everywhere. Alright, butter, shortening, eggs, vanilla, flour, baking soda. Oh, did you hear it? It just got faster. That's what we want. Once this is then I'll show you my stones that we're going to use in the air fryer. And then I'll show you what I do to wrap up the rest of the dough so that I can have fresh cookie dough another time. Push this down, see how we're doing. Oh, it's looking pretty good. Maybe a couple more spins around. Leave that on just in case. Just in case. There we go. So it's got 55 seconds left for the total cycle. One of the things I love about Pampered Chef's products is they have a lot of presets on them. So if you watch my peanut butter video the other day, it takes 2 minutes and 20 seconds in our deluxe cooking blender to make homemade peanut butter. This has a setting for total mixing for like cakes and cookies. I also like it because it will stop, you know, like if you have it on whip or whatever, it'll go to the time that it needs to be done and then just stop. So if I'm distracted, which I'm often distracted, piece of cake. All right, so now this is our cute little stoneware that fits inside our air fryer. So we're going to use, we have multiple scoops here. So we have a jumbo scoop, we have a medium scoop, and a small scoop. So I'm probably going to do small, but I did want to show you those. And if the recipe says that you are going to get 11 dozen cookies, if you use the small scoop, you actually get 11 dozen cookies. So we're just going to do this. Yes, yes, it says add food, so we're going to get ready. I'm coming, I'm coming. I think I'll do 4 across. I think I can get 4. So, what are your favorite cookies? I know my husband would probably appreciate it if I made some oatmeal raisin cookies. I haven't made those in years. I think those are one of his favorites. Oops, I missed my dough. I did, however, just make a whole bunch of homemade granola. I'm doing some test runs for my daughter's baby shower. We're doing a brunch, and I'm doing yogurt and fruit parfaits. And I found a recipe on the Pampered Chef website, and I've been tweaking some of that. And I made, if you haven't seen, I did a video making blueberry white chocolate scones, and that recipe that I used was to die for. It was a really good recipe, and I did post it if you guys are interested in, there we go, if you're interested in it, it is on my website, or you can message me and I'll be happy to send it to you. Alright, get everything out of the way. So this is a 2-door air fryer. So you saw me open the top one. I can open the bottom one, or I can open both of them by just pulling the top door. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this on the bottom. And then I push the button in that says yes, food's in there. And it's going to beep halfway through, and I can move it from the bottom to the middle shelf on there. So that will get going. And then, let me show you what we're going to do next. So we're going to take, got a little bit of a mess. Let's wipe out my mess. This is why my husband doesn't like cleaning after my cooking. It's usually a big mess. Okay, so we're going to take some saran wrap, and we're going to make a cookie log that I can freeze. There we go. can stay in your freezer for months. Not that it ever lasts that long. But you could. Okay, so what you do is you take this and then you roll it. So you're making a log. You kind of squish the air out. Do that. Put the little ends in, and then I use foil as a double layer so it doesn't get freezer burn. And then you just write on the foil what you have in here, and you're good to go. So I'm going to do 2 batches of cookies in my air fryer, and then I might have to make some vanilla ice cream with our Freezy Fun soft serve ice cream and frozen drink maker. Make ice cream sandwiches. And then I'll have this for later, another month, when I get another craving for chocolate chip cookies. So, if you would like this recipe or any of the items that you saw in this, please visit my website, which is www.pamperedchef.com/PWS, which is personal website, /Sue's Cookin, SUESCOOKIN. I'll put it in the comment section below. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day, everyone.